going on, guys? My name is Link McKenzie and welcome back to another video. In today's music vlog, I want to show you guys a song that I just started last night and I've been working on it all morning, and it's not really a song yet, it's just a drop. I'll go ahead and play that for you real quick, but just be warned, there is no sub bass, there's no pad in the background, so it's missing a few things that are essential, but this is where I'm at so far. Yeah, so something really cool about this song is I've started to inject little bits of humor into my songs. I usually think songs that have like a lot of voices or a lot of humor kind of get really annoying and they don't have much replay value, but I also think that when all your songs are just really serious and always super dark, that gets kind of boring too. So I wanted to kind of try and find like a middle ground where I can have like these really dark songs, but just inject these little tiny snippets of humor. For example, you might or might not even have noticed that this part over here, that's a dog bark. that I just thought, it just like came to me. I was working on the first hit here. And I was like, oh, you know what? A dog bark would be really cool. It's just something kind of random and funny, I don't know. And then this other part right here, no, not that part. Where is it? It's here. No, where is it? There it is. That sounds like, it sounds like someone going, but it's not actually. It is actually a bass that I made in Serum. It's a layered bass, of course, but yeah, I made that in Serum and layered it and manipulated the wave and all kinds of stuff. And yeah, I thought that was pretty hilarious actually. I had a good laugh about that. So that's definitely something I'm going to continue doing in the future. I have a lot more ideas like that. Also, nothing has been EQ'd yet, besides, you know, being EQ'd and compressed already initially. I mean, they haven't been EQ'd yet when they're layered together. So that's exactly what I'm going to go ahead and do right now. I got a couple groups here and a bunch of stuff not grouped, which is the last stuff that I was working on. Oh, and we got a Serum here actually. What is this? That would be the background screech. So right now we're gonna go ahead and just flatten it. And also you'll probably notice that my project is a mess. What's going on with that? Why am I not color coding it? Why am I not labeling everything? What's going on here? Why is this a mess? Normally I would have everything labeled and color coded, but however, this is just a temporary thing. You see, after I have everything EQ'd, this is not staying like this. This entire thing, all of these layers are getting sampled down into one audio file. Then I can move on to putting the pad in the background, laying down a sub bass. I can move on to other things. Let me go ahead and EQ everything now and get everything exactly how I want it. That way we can sample it down into one single bass line. Alright guys, so basically I'm going to run through and show you guys how I do all my EQing, although I did kind of cover this already in another video. I just noticed that my towel is in the background of this video. And look, this is not my fault. You know, they say that you shouldn't leave your towel in the bathroom because there's moisture in there and it will make the towel more wet, and it's just, alright, I'm sorry. I will go clean my room. Alright guys, we are back and we are good to go. So anyway, like I was saying, this time I'm actually going to go through the entire process and show you firsthand this process on the entire baseline. So here we go. Alright, so we're just going to start out with a little group that I put together called Standard 1, and it's just basically Ableton EQ, which is nothing more than a safety net. It's just basically cutting out everything below 45 Hertz and taking out some frequencies up here. It's already been done actually. All of these sounds that we're working on now have already been EQ'd and compressed and of course had effects on. They are in their finished state. However, the whole point of putting Standard 1 on here is 1, we have our safety net, and 2, we have another EQ on here that we're gonna use to EQ the layers to fit together. And also limiters so nothing clips, and also a sausage fattener here, which is just kind of a quick way to up the volume if we need to. Usually that's not the case because they've already been compressed to the point where they're very loud. So yeah, if I need to raise the volume a little bit, I'll go up to like 5 or 10% on sausage fattener, and that's it. Let's open up FabFilter, my main EQ of choice. So this sound, is this sound even layered? The answer is no, but it is going to be competing with the kick. And it does have some headroom here, so let's just go ahead and eliminate everything here and see how it plays with the kick now. Sounds pretty good, but we need to EQ out this low end to make room for, let's see here. So this thick kick is going to end right here, and we're going to have to... Can we move this back a little bit? It's okay if we can't because we're going to EQ out the bottom end. No, we definitely can't. Can we do a little bit more? I always like to put a little bit of room. Nah, we're not going to. Let's just EQ it. It'll sound better if we EQ it. And... we could let this go to the end here and fade it out a little. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty good. Let's go ahead and start EQing now. So the whole secret to EQing is to take away absolutely every frequency that you don't need. But don't think that just because you're taking out all the low end, don't think that you can just create a high pass filter, because you gotta play and listen to it at the same time to realize what frequencies you actually need to keep. So let's go ahead and do that right now. See, it does need some low end in it to complete the sound. We want to get as close as possible to eliminating to low end without ruining the sound. I'm thinking with this sound anywhere from 80 to 100 sounds pretty good. I might play it safe and go on 80, or I could just do 100. Let's see. We're gonna go at exactly 100. I want to do that because we really need to make room for the sub bass. Even though there is actually a lot of room, we could put it on 80. You know what? Let's go with sounds slightly thinner at 100. So let's just go with let's go with 90. We'll meet somewhere in between. I think 90 is pretty nice. Alright, so now we got both of them the same. Let's put B on 100. And let's compare them. Yeah, 100 is definitely slightly thinner. You know, and I don't want it to be to the point where you're starting to hear it thin out. I just want it to be at exactly the point before it thins out. So let's check one more thing. Let's check between 90 and 80 and see what the difference is here. I can't tell a difference between 80 and 90, so that means we should be pretty good at setting it to 90. As to where I can hear a difference at 100, so I know that I don't want it at 100. Alright, so 90 wins on that one, and I think we don't have to bother with any of the high end here because we don't need any room up there right now. So let's just see if we can get rid of anything up here. Yeah, let's just cut it at like 16, because it's always good to have room in the high end. Obviously you want a lot of high end coming from your drop sounds, but it's also good to preserve some high end for the background. Like if you're going to have effects in the background or pads in the background, those often take up a lot of the high end frequencies too. In this case, I'm not even going to have a pad here or anything, so I'm just gonna cut it anyway. I'm gonna cut it at 16 because it's just better, I think, overall for the mix to cut out any frequencies. Like you can't tell right now if we set this here and then go to B and have it right there. What was this at? 90? You can't tell the difference. If you can't tell that it's being cut away, then you might as well just cut it away. What am I doing? 90, 80, 90. And, oh, what I do? I want 16. So 16,000. I'm used to focusing on my work and not talking to a camera and going back and forth between talking and focusing, and it's kind of distracting, but I want to get used to this style now. I want to do a lot more vlogging, and I want to do a lot more in-depth stuff and explain to you guys what I'm doing. So
thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and comment, subscribe, and check out our other videos.